I'm Gene Kiver, retired professor of geology from Eastern Washington University, where I taught for some 34 years. And I've been living next to the Sailor Sea here now for about 18. And I love to do senior college type of classes. And the one that I'd like to do this fall is entitled Megafloods, the Ice Ages, and Science. And I'm going to look at the interaction of all three of those things because science had to change in order to accept this concept of a megaflood. Now, megaflood's a really big flood, and no one alive today has ever experienced one. But exactly 100 years ago, an upstart geologist by the name of J. Harlan Bretz decided to do some field work here in the Eastern Washington area and came up with the realization that the channeled scabland was produced by massive, massive floods. So we're going to look at the evidence for this. We're going to look at the processes. We're going to look at the features produced by these giant floods. And so we'll trace through that. We'll trace through the thinking in science that allowed this to happen. This was not part of the scheme in the early 1900s. Everything was slow changes over long periods of time. And this wasn't working for Bretts. And so we're going to look at that kind of stuff. And we're also going to look at other mega floods that have been identified throughout the world and in Mars, which is some of the biggest mega floods that we're aware of to ever have occurred. So mega flood is pretty big. Nobody alive has ever seen one. And we're going to trace that whole concept and look at it in great detail in 4 sessions this fall. So come join me. We'll go on this wild trip through the mega flood world. See you there.